Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't not subscribed, I haven't said that in a while. But yeah, if you haven't not subscribed, yes, because we're gonna get right into it because I got a lot to talk about. Because who's protecting the kids? And parents, y'all failing the kids. So let's get into it. Okay, so we back in school. Kids are back in school. Right? They're back in school. Let me turn this off. Kids are back in school. They are, right? And then I saw TikToks. Think teachers was like, kids are like behind and stuff like that. You know, they're like 8th grade, but they on like a kindergarten level. You know, stuff like that, right? I'm hearing a lot about it. What I say, do the school have a lot to do with it too? It's hot. Yes, they do. But parents, y'all are failing your kids. You're failing your kids. You are. You're failing. You're failing your kids. Like, you really are. Do I admit that the education system, they have a lot to do with it? Yes, they do. Is the lighting right? Because I have shades. Yes, because I look cute today. But no. Do I admit that the educational, they can do more better? Yes. But baby, parents, y'all are failing your kids. You are. Parents, you are. When it comes to the summertime, yes, let your kids be free. But iPad has a lot to do with it as well. But they're so, like, you gotta teach discipline with your kids. Not like that. But like, you gotta be consistent discipline. Like, before you play your game, you need to do your multiplication. You need to do your addition, subtraction, etc. You need to do that. You play later, even in the summertime. Do this notebook. Do this text. They sell it at the Dollar Tree too. Do this cursive. Do this, handbook. Do this first, then play. You know what I'm saying? No, for real, because it's like, and then the thing about the school. Y'all know that we went through, the panty and stuff like that. As a school standpoint, why are you just passing these kids? Why are you just passing them? Why? I don't know if they're telling it, parents. I don't know if they are. I don't know. But it's like, from my standpoint, why are you just passing these kids? Why aren't you inviting these parents into a big conference, a big assembly? To literally, you got to teach your kids at home too. You know what I'm saying? Why aren't you doing that? Why are you just passing these kids? Because school goes by fast. It goes by fast. I remember high school, really. It goes by fast. You just passing these kids and they get into the real world? How are they going to know what they're doing? How? They're gonna be confused. Not everybody can go to college. Even with college, people be confused. I was confused. I knew some stuff, but some stuff I just, but off of that, these kids are in 8th grade, learning from they still on the 4th grade. That has a lot to do with parents, but it's like, both of y'all gotta be on an agreement. That's what I'm saying, like, both of y'all. Like, parents, you're failing. School is too. I'm just trying to say, like, who's protecting these kids? Like, who is putting these kids first? Because it's like, parents, y'all be just dependent on this school, and that's one thing I can't stand. Which, it's sorry, then you be getting mad at these teachers. But the thing is, you can't even get mad at them for a certain extent, because you want to know why? These teachers have to watch, these teachers have to teach like 30 to 26 kids. And you think they're just going to just sit here and just pay attention to yours, just one? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And it's like, parents be like, teachers need to do better. No, you need to do better. You do as a parent. There's worksheets, there's handwriting things, there's flashcards, there's all of that. You did it when they was a baby. You think because when they're in kindergarten, grade school, you think it just stops? No, it does not stop when it does that. It does not. You have to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing with the school, because I'm talking about both of y'all. School. Stop making everything online. It's just, I'm sorry. Everything does not need to be online. I'm so sorry. It really don't. Because one thing I realize is a lot of kids nowadays are failing because they just, one, a lot of them don't go on Wi-Fi. Two, they're not really paying attention when it comes to online. I mean, like, I understand why, you know, Penny. But I'm talking about now. Like, a lot of kids just are not keeping up. You know, we need to go back to paper. Paper, pencils. We need to go back to that. We need to just stay with paper and pencil. We need to really go back to the basics. Especially after what we just went through 3 years ago. We have to go back to that. Because one thing I realized, when you're writing and you're voicing it out, like you're writing, you're like a teacher put something on the board. When you're like writing it down, you're saying it in your head, I feel like you remember that more. I really do feel like, as for online, you're just, you know, you're not really, you know, it's a difference. So it's like, we gotta go back to paper and pencil. We have to. Tests is online, like, all of that. Like, we need to go back to just basics. We gotta go back to the basics. We gotta go back to the basics. Parents, you need to go back to the basics. I don't mind an iPad to a certain extent, but it's like, you need to be like, look, kid, not like that, but like, hey, you know, my child, you need to do some work first. Like, you need to do your adds and your multiply, your division. You need to do all of that first before you play your game. You got to teach that discipline, teach that consistency. That's going to help them when they get to high school, when they get to middle school, when they get to what's it called? Real world. That's going to help them with consistency. You know what I'm saying? You can't just depend on the school, and I'm just being honest. You can't just depend on the school for your kid education, for their brain, for their knowledge. You got to do that at home too. You just do. When they come to their homework, you help them with their homework. If you can't do it, call a tutor. That too. There's just so many other things that you can do as a parent to help your kid. If your kid is failing in school, you need to, one, make sure their mental health is okay. But you need to step in. You need to help them. You need to, you know, when it's summertime, springtime, you know, winter break for them be on its way. You need to be getting multiplication things, etc. Teaching things to help them when it, you know. Because one thing I realized, one thing I realized after finishing high school is I didn't stop learning. In college too, I dropped out. I didn't stop learning. I didn't stop learning. I kept going. You know, I kept going. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, one thing parents kind of fail is like, when the summertime come, they're like, okay, F all this. Okay, we just gonna have some fun. No. You gotta keep it going. Because our brains, it's you're gonna kind of get it a little when it comes to like fall. But it's like, I feel like once you continue, you don't have to do it all every day. But it's like once or twice every week during break, like every other day, your kid is gonna skyrocket. Literally, your kid's gonna skyrocket. Okay? They're gonna skyrocket. I was getting my medicine. It was this 4-year-old girl. The mother, if you're watching this, hi. It's this 4-year-old girl. She was 4 years old, and she wasn't even I don't think she was in kindergarten yet. Even the girl next to me, she was like, how is she gonna be in kindergarten? She's so smart. This girl, I'm telling you, this 4-year-old girl was speaking like she was in like first grade, second grade, third grade. She was speaking like she was in that grade. I think she was like 4 years old. She's like, yeah, we gotta go pick up my grandma from the airport. She was just speaking clear. I'm 4 years old. These new kids though, the parents who had them babies, 2020 and stuff, them kids are smart. I don't know what it is. Them kids they gonna be geniuses. I'm telling you, that generation gonna be geniuses. That girl's 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? But you wanna know why she's at that point? You wanna know why? Because her mom and her dad was teaching her at a young age. You gotta keep going. When they're in school, you gotta keep that learning. You gotta keep their brain going. You gotta keep it. Our brain don't stop to like what's it called? Yeah, it doesn't stop growing. What's it like? Fully develop until I think 25. So you gotta keep that going. Like, you gotta keep that going. I'm so proud of her parents for the fact that they have her like that at that age. She has a big personality. I'm so proud of them that they did that, you know? But yeah, it's just, parents, you gotta do more for your kids or they're gonna fail. They're gonna fail in life. You can't keep blaming the school system. School system has a lot to do with it as well, but parents, you gotta help your kids. Like, I understand you gotta work and everything, but baby, you had these kids you lay down, you gotta help them. You gotta help them with the schoolwork. You gotta help them within the year, the winter break. You gotta help. You got to. Because there should be no reason for a kid who, I mean, I was feeling a lot and I was behind in 8th grade. I almost learned like everybody else, but my parents helped me, and then I had IEP that helped me as well, but it's totally different than what it was to now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but my parents, they helped. So it's like, parents, you really gotta, because if I would have had IEP if it was for my parents though, and if the teachers was like, you didn't, you know, but it just doesn't stop. Like, you can't just depend so much on the teacher. Teacher has to do a lot. They have to grade and all of that. They just can't just be just, if you wanted that, you could have just did, you know, just, you know, this it's just so much, because I don't want to just say the wrong things, y'all. I really don't, because it's like, it's just stuff really frustrates me, because it's like, these years are going by fast. Just parents, get it together. Get it together with your kids. Get it together. Teach them discipline when it comes to their work. Not, you know what I'm talking about? Help them learn. Help them. Once they learn it more in school, they learn it here, they're going to grow. They're going to blossom. So, just not this person teaching them grow. You got to do it too. That's all. But I love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.